Here we go, YouTube subscribers, coming at you with another video of the K24 Civic build. So first things first, I just wanted to show you guys, I got this little tripod set up with a mic so I can try to make better videos for you guys and get some good quality and just make it a little bit more interesting. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install your swap harness into your 99 2000 Civic. 96 through 98 has OBD 2A, and 99 2000 is OBD 2B, if I'm not mistaken. So they are two different harnesses. So in this case, we have a 99 2000 chassis. So this is the harness I'll be using. Now, this is not your high brand or top name brand harness. This is coming from Phanectric. He is a guy that builds his own harnesses. Really good guy. He builds the harness with high quality. I've actually used this harness before on 3 separate builds that I've done in the past. So I did contact him and told him I was going to build another car and I was going to show how you put and install his harness, showing that it works, high quality stuff, and very affordable. This is one of the reasons why I use this harness. The harness itself is about 140 to 150 bucks, which is fairly cheap for these swap harnesses that are out in the market in today's market. So I'll be showing you guys. I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna show you guys how I connect everything. And like I told you guys before, we are doing this car in steps. So the steps that I take, I think, are some of the easiest, cleanest steps to get your swap done, and then get it done fairly quick, fairly neat, and again, budget. You guys are saving your money and you're putting it in the right places. So let's get into this. All right, so I'll go ahead and open this up so you guys can see a little bit of how it looks. He does give a good explanation, step by step, and it gives you all the pinouts, a diagram, exactly what you should and shouldn't do. Most harnesses don't even come with this. You have to log online and search it yourself. So what I like about this Phanectric harness is that it's coming with the instructions in paper, which makes everything a lot smoother, a lot more simple, a lot cleaner. So he does provide zip ties, so you guys can zip tie it nice and clean to your original existing chassis harness. Then the extra wiring and clips, so you guys don't have to do any splicing. These clips here, they splice themselves, and just makes it real nice and neat. And here's the harness itself. So I got the zip ties off the harness, and as you guys can see, real nice and clean. He did some real nice clean work. It all comes in the braided sleeve, so everything that runs across is real nice and clean. So just showing you guys a little bit of the quality. Alright guys, so real quick, I got it laid out in the car the way it's gonna be kind of work itself where it needs to be. So I'll try to explain as best as I can as far as how we're gonna connect this. So the harness will make it real easy, and that's the name of the harness. You can find them online, and real quick shipping. I got the harness in 2 days, so anybody that's looking to get this done, you will receive really fast shipping. So another thing I like about his harnesses, high quality, fast delivery. So these plugs run out to the engine bay. Real simple, guys. Just run this straight through. Run this one straight through. And our O2 sensor plug. Alright, so you guys want to run it just far enough where you give yourself some slack, because you have to remember we're still working with the rest of the wires when you guys install your engine harness. So that's one plug right there, guys. Real simple. This one you're gonna tap in, which you'll get on your instructions. These go to your ECU, this goes to your ground, and we're done on this side. So here's what the outside looks like. So this would be our O2 sensor wire, which is just gonna run real nice and clean down through the firewall, because on the K series the O2 sensor sits at the bottom of the header. So I just gotta push, there it is, push this straight through and let it fall in there. So that'll make us enough room to connect our O2 sensor, and then we'll mount that up real nice and clean. Then we have the big plug, which I'll show you guys. Just run it straight across here. I'm gonna mount it real clean. I'm just kind of showing you guys how it's ran so you guys can see the fitment on this harness. So there's the plug, and it meets the stock plug here. Our fan switch will be, or our temperature switch will be somewhere in the vicinity over here. We have plenty of room to tuck it and hide it within the stock harness. And then our fan switch, which I'm gonna have to it's not a fault on the harness. All I'm gonna do is change the plug to the original SI harness, because the original SI comes with the fan switch, as you guys can see. So once I switch out this plug, I'll be able to plug it right in. Or I could use the EG sensor and just plug it up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use the one from the SI and just rewire that, and that's it. Alright guys, so real quick, I do have the harness kind of ran the way I'll be running it. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how I was able to connect my connectors. So I ran my ground, and then the rest of the reading components that you guys will be using for your DLC. So this is the original one, and all you simply do is tap in the 3 wires: orange to the baby blue, the blue to the red and white, or white and red, and then the black to the black for your ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape this up real nice and neat, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck this stock one back here somewhere, and then what I'll do is I'll just connect our new one here. So I'll show you guys how I do that. But so I ran the harness, so that's how it's ran across, up and across, just kind of keep it away. So this is where your ECU plugs are gonna sit. So I went ahead and I bolted down our relay right here. I try to clean up the 10 bolts that I use, get them as gold as possible, kind of makes everything look a little cleaner. And then I went ahead and grounded my harness here to the chassis. So now I'm gonna just show you guys real quick how I wire mine in to kind of make everything wire in nice and clean. And then when we're done, everything's gonna kind of tuck over here, and then we'll just be waiting for our RSX or EP3. In our case, we're gonna be using an EP3 harness, so we'll just wait till our EP3 harness runs through here, and then we'll finish plugging in these plugs here. So I'll go ahead and wire up the harness and show you guys how I get it done. So with having the instructions, it'll just make it fairly easy, but I'll just show you guys some of the techniques that I've used in the past, just to kind of make everything a little simple, a little cleaner. So this is your stock A plug, which is for your original ECU that's on the original chassis. So most guys, they splice and they start taking apart the tape here, but what I like to do is I like to go up here where it meets this T right here, and I'll show you guys. I kind of started cutting already. So I use a razor, go straight down, give yourself a good 2 to 3 inches in space because we're gonna do 5 wires. So then you just simply open it up here. You cut this excess plastic off here so you guys get some room. Now you got yourself some space, but you're still up here, like where you can hide it, and then your stock plug you could kind of hide it somewhere up here. So if you guys plug closest to the plug, you won't be able to do that without pulling on this harness. And the reason why I'm saying is because this is a mistake I've made in the past. So just to make it a little cleaner for myself, I'll do it this time the way I should have done it in the past. Okay guys, so to finish up your swap harness to your chassis harness, all we have to do now is connect our A plug to the harness, and this is the remaining A plug that you guys have from the original ECU. So now the harness will tell you where to look for what plugs. So right now we're looking for A16, which I already found, and it's a green and yellow wire. So now the green and yellow wire, you go up here and you find it. So now we found it up here, green and yellow. So what I'm gonna do now is take the green and black, because that's the one that is telling me from the instruction sheet. So now what you want to do is you put your tab in here, and then you just press it with your pliers, close it up, and we're done. That's the first one. Alright guys, so the last wire, it's all blue wire, and it takes the purple wire on the swap harness. Alright guys, so real simple. The swap harness is now installed. There is one more wire that you guys will have to use, which is the black wire, and that taps into your engine harness, which is going to be your RSX or EP3. We are using an EP3 harness with our swap because they are a little bit cheaper. Not too many people know you can use that harness, so it's why you're able to find them a little bit cheaper if you get lucky. So now we'll go back through this. So the A16 is a green and black, which is going to be your green and yellow wire. The next one is going to be your black wire, which goes to the green and orange wire. Then you have your white wire that's going to go to the black and red wire. Then you have your purple wire that goes to the all blue wire, and then you have the all green wire that goes to the green and orange wire. So that's pretty much it, your swap harness to your chassis harness. And now this plugs in to your ECU. This plug plugs to your ECU and your well, not your ECU, this will plug into your RSX or EP3 harness. And yeah guys, that's it. That's how it'll look once nice and tucked. And real simple guys. Just like I said, one more black wire that'll go into your engine harness. I don't have my motor and trans in the car yet, so I don't have the engine harness, so I'll wait for that wire last. But yeah, I hope this video was able to help you guys and show you how simple it is to attach your swap harness to your OEM swap harness. And everything is in the instructions, real easy, real simple. Hope this is able to help you guys out there trying to get your swaps done without having to break the bank and take it to a shop.